everybody. This is The Shape speaking, and here I am at the Academy Awards Museum over here on Wilshire in Los Angeles. If you've never been here, this is right next to the LA Museum of Art, right across the street from the Peterson Automotive Museum, and right next to La Brea Tar Pit. So, as you can tell from the outfit, I am here for their new Jaws exhibition, which I've been wanting to see since they first announced it. So it'll be interesting to see what they cover. I don't know if they're going to cover any of the sequels or just the original film, but we'll see what's there. I am shooting this on my brand new cell phone gimbal, which I have not really actually learned how to use quite yet, but hopefully it'll work out. Just in case, I do have my Pocket 3 camera, vlogging camera with me. This is the cell phone one is a little bit cumbersome, but I do like being able to shoot on my phone and then edit everything right there on the app, rather than have to download everything. So, we're going to take a look around. I will probably post the Jaws expedition in a separate video. And so the rest of this video is going to be just anything interesting I find in the museum. I have been here once before. I came with my cousin Rhonda a couple of years ago. So back at the Academy Awards Museum should be fun. Okay, so first thing I'm finding up here is this cyberpunk exhibit, which was not here the last time I was here. So this should be interesting to take a look at. Right over here in the Heard Gallery. Remember these things from Blade Runner? Gonna do cyberpunk, you always gotta do Blade Runner.
A seed in an ancestor's dream, like freedom. Because the true battle is not between humans and machines, but rather between people.
Oh, looks like there's actually more to the cyberpunk ones. Let's go in here and take a look.
Let's talk about this guy right here at the front. Okay, keep going because I got to share.
this fondly. Perhaps more fondly than I should. You watch it now, it's actually kind of boring. Okay, so once again, I'm looking at a really small room representation of this. That's the same projection that we saw before when I was down here. Let's take a look. At least there's some more props here. Blade Runner. This movie combined science fiction and film noir. Everybody has seen it. You can tell it really did a lot for changing the way the future could be viewed. Sid Mead concept art. This was a really, I know a lot of people find it boring now, but there's just something about it that it bombed when it originally came out, I believe. But yeah, things like Akira and a lot of other stuff all draw inspiration from Blade Runner. That's Tron, but I recognize music from Ghost in the Shell.
Played once then, for all time's sake.
How does he mean this, Elsa?
Played then. Played as time goes by.
If you didn't cast Mikey Madison in Once Upon a Time, there would be no Nora. Thank you so much, and for all your incredible work. Guys, I'm going to take this time of your heroic fiction to read something I'm very passionate about. Well, first off, thank you to the Academy. This means so much. Thank you to my fellow nominees. Your films are incredible, and it's an honor to be in this category with you. So we're all here tonight and watching this podcast because we love movies. Where did we fall in love with movies? At the movie theater. Watching a film in the theater with an audience is an experience. You can knock together, cry together, scream and fight together, perhaps sit in devastated silence together. And in a time in which the world can feel very divided, this is more important than ever. You know, it's very simply jumping at home. And right now, the theater-going experience is under threat. Movie theaters, especially independently owned theaters, are struggling, and it's up to us to support them. During the pandemic, we lost nearly
John Dykstra's award for Star Wars.
we continue to lose them regularly. If we don't reverse this trend, we'll be losing a vital part of our future. This is my battle cry. Filmmakers, keep making films for the big screen. I know I will. Distributors, please focus first and foremost on the theatrical releases of your films. Neon did that for me, and I thank you from the bottom of my heart. Parents, introduce your children to feature films in movie theater, and you'll be molding the next generation of movie lovers and filmmakers. And for all of us, when we can, please watch movies in theater, and let's keep the great tradition of the movie-going experience alive and well. And one last thing, my mother introduced me to cinema at 5 years old. Today is also her birthday. Happy birthday, Mom. I love you. Thank you for everything. This is for you.
Judge me for not seeing Godfather.
With the coming of the Second World War, many eyes in imprisoned Europe turned hopefully, or desperately, toward the freedom of the Americans. Lisbon became the great embarkation point, but not everybody could get to Lisbon directly. And so a tortuous, roundabout refugee trail sprang up. Paris to Marseille.
Joseph Stefano's actual typewriter that he wrote Psycho on. Well, that's some history right there.
Okay, Nelly Rodriguez. You're gonna have to share until I get a copy of the textbook. Yolanda, can you share your textbook with her and help protect?
Johnny is so much into character development and really likes to take on these roles where he can transform himself. Basically, it was a Tim Burton look. He wanted a pale with the dark eyes and crazy black hair, and so that's what we did. And we chopped his hair. First I curled it, and then I pulled it out, teased it, and then I sprayed with the Jesus out of it till it just stood out one end.
For Helena, Mrs. Lovett, she had very tatty, a little bit flashy taste in her clothing. And they have all these markets, and they dress themselves in finery, but it was other things.
Exactly.
Okay, we're going handheld now because my gimbal is running low on batteries, but the gimbal has worked pretty well so far. Here we are, one of my favorite parts. The original xenomorph head from Alien. Minus the dome that was originally over it. The moon shift from 2001. We all remember that. This always used to be kind of a favorite of mine whenever I saw the movie. Donnie Darko. Spider-Man. Unfortunately, it's the Andrew Garfield Spider-Man, but you know. Yeah, some of the props from American Werewolf in London.
John Landis.
One of the better werewolf transformation scenes.